Bright suns! I'm the Batu Bookworm, and this is my Quacky Monkey Lizard Boots. And this is my review of Star Wars The High Republic, A Test of Courage by Justina, Ireland. Let's get this review started. Punch it, Boots! A Test of Courage is the first middle grade novel in the High Republic series. It follows Vernestra Rowe, a new Jedi Knight, on her first mission, escorting a kid to the Starlight Beacon. The mission seems boring at first, until bombs go off in the ship. Vern manages to escape along with a few other kids, only to get stranded on a jungle planet with poison plants and other dangerous jungly stuff. Vern is the main character in this book. She is a Mary Allen, and at age 16 is one of the youngest Jedi Knights to ever pass the trials. Vern is assigned to watch the daughter of a senator, Avon Staros, who is an inventor, along with her droid, J6, who accompanies her everywhere. Imri Cantros is the new Padawan of Vern's old master, and Onatu Weft is the son of another politician who would rather be at home going through the cultural trials of his people than go on a diplomatic journey. Vern is a bit of an overachiever. She is 16 and one of the youngest Jedi to pass the trials. When she receives her assignment, she feels like it's a boring assignment. But come on, it's her first assignment and she's 16, not even an adult. Did she really think she was going to have an important assignment as her first one? To be fair, these books are aimed towards 8 to 12-year-olds, and I'm out of that age range. But most middle grade books I have read are written so that adults can read and enjoy them as well. There are some parts that even 11 and 12-year-olds might find too young. I do like her character though, and will probably like her a lot more in Justina, Ireland's next book, Out of the Shadows, since it is a young adult novel and not a middle grade. I don't really like the overachieving teenagers in middle grade books in general, and Vern falls into that category. My favorite character is Imri. He is believable, has lots of faults, and isn't a super Jedi like his master's former Padawan Vern. He is jealous of her, and feels like he isn't very important, which is one of the things that leads him to make some bad decisions in the book. I also really like J6. She used to be a protocol droid, but was repurposed as a bodyguard for Avon. She is kind of like the chaperone for the kids when they get stranded in the jungle. Avon also secretly uploaded a program that allows J6 to develop her own personality, which makes her a lot more fun. J6 has 4 blasters and a shield, and is probably the only reason that Avon is still alive, especially with her tendency to get into trouble. This book deals with a lot of grief. Everyone loses at least one person that they are close to when the ship blows up, and they all need to cope with it. They don't really have anyone to help them with that, since the oldest of them is only 16. You get to see how all of them deal with it, and it adds a lot of development to their characters and some extra depth to the story. Everyone has a couple chapters from their point of view, which is nice because we get to see how they are dealing with this, and what they think about what is going on. We also get to see their backstory when it is done this way, which is nice because it makes it easier to get to know all of the characters, especially in such a short book. All of the High Republic books so far have had Padawans as important characters, but this one is different since there are no adults at all for most of it, and Vern is a very new Jedi Knight. You get to see what it was like for them during the High Republic. If Vern had been a Padawan during the Clone Wars, her first mission as a Jedi Knight would have been on the battlefield. But since it is a time of peace, she doesn't have that same responsibility. That also makes it so that they are less prepared for things like what happens in the book, since they don't face dangerous situations that often. Like the other High Republic books, the Nihil also make an appearance in this book. They aren't the biggest problem that Vern and the others face, but they definitely are an important part of the story. The characters all face unexpected challenges throughout the books and have to use their unique skills to survive and try to find a way off the planet. I'm going to give this book a 4 and a thumbs up from Boots. From the perspective of a middle grade novel, this is a pretty good book. There is depth to the characters, they aren't perfect, they have flaws, and the writing is really good, aside from a few things that I personally don't like. I probably wouldn't read this again outside of a High Republic reread, but if I was younger, I probably would have enjoyed this book quite a lot. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this review, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. If you read this book, tell me what you thought about it in the comments, or if you have a different Star Wars book you'd like me to review, feel free to leave a comment down below and I might make a video about it sometime soon. Thank you so much for watching. Boots and I will see you next time, and until then, may the books be with you.